Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to open up a Bachmann SC-44. Doesn't matter which road name or road number, they're all the same. So I've already started with one here that is on my cradle. There are 4 screws. There's one here, which was a little difficult to get to because of this design here. There's another one here. And then the other 2 are here, right under that wheel well, and another one right here in this wheel well. These are the 4 screws when you pull them out, right here, all 4 of them. Now, the reason why I had to open this up is because for some reason, the Bachmann coaster SC-44s came with plastic couplers, okay? And in transport, one of my couplers broke, okay? And I don't recommend anyone keeping plastic couplers. I mean, if you have any plastic couplers on your engine, take them off immediately and go get metal couplers, okay? So basically, when I took the front of the engine off, I'm going to turn this one upside down, the second one. I unscrewed the screws out of this one and this one, which are also on the same engine. And there is a screw that is for the actual coupler. When you take this mechanism off, when you take this entire section off, this is what it looks like, okay? And where I'm pointing, there is a tiny screw that goes right there. Now, unfortunately, that screw fell inside this wheel well section here. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it upside down. And as you can see, the entire undercarriage falls completely out. Let's see if we can do it this way so you can get a better view. There it is. The entire carriage comes up and off. Okay, now be careful because there are all kind of mechanisms and wires and so forth. And my screw is somewhere in here. Okay, so I'm gonna find exactly where it went to. It's so tiny, it's like the size of a pinky nail finger. But I'm gonna get it out of here, and then I'm gonna put the entire chassis and undercarriage back together again. Okay, I just found my screw. It's right here. This is how tiny this thing is. I'm zooming in so you can see it. But this little thing here, that little one screw here, is what I needed. Okay, now I have it out. This was it. As you can see, it's very, very tiny. Okay, so now I'm going to put this chassis back together and close this up so we can get this thing going. Okay, let's put this back together up here. All right, just going to slide the shell nice and easy back on top of the undercarriage. And it slides right down, which is so great. Okay, might need 2 hands for this. Try to do it one. We'll just turn it upside down. Let's just do that. Upside down and pull the tabs out on the side, or actually the case out on the siding, and let it fall right in. There you go. Now it's in there. Okay, now as far as putting back together the coupler, this is the section I was talking about. And put this coupler right here on top of here. Make sure you have the coupler facing down like that. Okay, you guys can see that. And then there's a little covering right here. It has 2 teeth in the back. 2 little teeth. That also goes in the very back on here as well. All right. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Okay. All right, and now I'm just gonna jump ahead and put that little screw that we were looking for, or that I was looking for, put that back in there right now. All right. Got my tripod on top of the Phillips screwdriver I need. Close this back. Put that in there nice and tight. Okay, so this is ready. This coupler is now ready. This is a KD coupler, number 5. And then I'm going to go ahead and place it on the front of the loco, just like this. Okay, and then there are 2 other screws that I already took out before. They're about the same size. So hopefully you can see this. It's very little. The screws are very little. And take one at a time and put it in here. Okay, that's one. And here's the second one. Put that one in here. Okay, that was it. All right, so also you'll need to do the back one. I did the back one. It's only 1 screw, which is right here. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in for you so you can see that. There's only 1 screw, which is right here. Just take that 1 screw out. This black panel, slide it backwards. Go that way towards the wheels. And then you can put the coupler in there and then slide the panel back in here and put the screw up on top. Okay, trying to get that glare out of there. Okay, so there's the screw. It's sad, still a little glare there, but there's the screw that I was mentioning. Okay, so this concludes the couplers being replaced. That's my daughter actually in the back who's having fun there. But the couplers are now on there. This is ready. And this is ready. And now you just add the 4 screws back into the engine, which I said before. There's a hole here and there's a hole there. And then the other 2 are right back here in that corner there. Like I said, this is the hole that's a little hard to get to. And it's right behind this wheel set. But there's a hole there. There it is. And then here's the other hole. And you put all 4 screws back in, like this. Okay, here's the first screw going in the front of the engine. Just be careful to drop it in that hole setting there, and it falls right in, which is great. Needs a Phillips screwdriver to do this. Okay, that one is nice and tight. Okay, I have one more here. It's a little hard to get to, but okay, that one fell right in there. I don't recommend that. You probably want to be a little more careful than what I just did. That one just happened to, by a fluke, fall in. Okay, let's see if I can take it back out because it actually went upside down. Okay, let's try it again. I'll put the other side and go this way, so you guys can see the hole. I'm gonna put this one in there too. Okay, so make sure it's face down going in there. Okay. All right, that one's nice and tight. All right, and then there's 2 more back here. Like I said, there's one right behind this wheel set, which is really hard to get to. So I'm gonna start with the troublesome one, as I like to call it, and get that in there. Okay, so here's that other one, which is really hard to get to. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm gonna try to screw that in. All right, that one's in. We have one more. This is the very last one in this corner. Okay. All right. Okay, that's all 4 screws, which is great. Okay, let's turn this thing over. Okay, now the entire engine is back together. There's both couplers. There's one here in the front, one in the back. And the chassis is now back together as it should be. Thank you for watching, and please be sure to subscribe if you like my videos.